What's happening, peeps? I'm about to show you how to prepare sea moss, or Irish moss, as it's also known. Those who are familiar with Dr. Sebi will have already heard about sea moss. Those who aren't familiar with Dr. Sebi, look him up. He talks about how using alkaline foods can heal the human body from many different illnesses. And sea moss generally promotes good mental well-being as well, which I can vouch for. So sea moss has 92 of the 102 minerals the human body needs to thrive. So I think it's really important that we incorporate it into the diet. Now, I order mine from Barbados or Jamaica, depending on who's selling it the cheapest at the time. And normally it's the import, the the cost for packaging and transporting that's more, but it's worth it, man. If you can stump out once a month, get a big bag of it, and this is how you prepare it. Handful of sea moss. Clean it up. Make sure you clean it real good, because I've made the mistake of not doing so and the taste ain't good. So make sure you do that. Right, so after it's all clean, it should look kind of like this. And that's when you put in your fluoride-free spring water. I like to keep mine in a glass bottle with a crystal in it. The reason for the glass bottle is to keep any plastics and impurities out of the water that you're going to soak it in. And don't forget, unless you've got loads of this, you're probably going to have to use the tap, which has got fluoride in, so this is going to hopefully get the majority of it off the sea moss. Then I'm going to squeeze a lime into it to take away any bad taste or give it a little bit more of a clean with some alkaline. And then I'm going to leave that in there. Give it a mix around. Make sure the water covers the sea moss, because this is going to expand big time overnight. Cool. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that for 12 hours. Then I'm going to put it back in the colander, rinse it off, and do the exact same thing again and leave it for another 12 hours. And then it should be ready to blend up. Alright, so this is what it should look like after 24 hours of soaking, with a quick wash in the middle of that. Just double check that there's no debris on it or any urchins or anything like that, and then it's time for blending. Most people will tell you to boil this, but I don't bother, because I think you'd lose a lot of nutrients by boiling it when it can just be blended as it is, and you'll get better results from not boiling it. So put some in your blender flask. I've only got a small one, so I have to do it in parts, and then add your crystal infused spring water, or just spring water, whatever you want to do. Probably say it'll take you a couple of tries to get the right amount, because you need the consistency to be runny but not too runny. So find yourself a glass jar that's sealable, an old coffee jar or something like that. Give it a good sterilise and clean, and the consistency should be a little like this. Doesn't look very appetizing at the moment. Alright, so I've got a full jar, stick it in the fridge, ready for use. Should last you probably around, they say 2 to 3 days, but I've used mine up to 4 or 5 and I've never had any problem with it. You will feel the benefits pretty much the day after you start using it, as far as mood, energy, so on and so forth, and your ability to deal with more than one task at a time. It just enlightens your ability to do things. So it's morning and it's shake time. Take a big spoon of your sea moss. I like to add a small banana. Blueberries. You can really add whatever you want to this fruit wise. I've got a lot of chopped fruit that I've frozen if I wanted to make more of a like smoothie kind of thing, but this is my breakfast shake. And protein powder is optional, but I add it to mine. I also use almond milk rather than cow's milk for health reasons. And what's also really nice in it, what I'm not going to do this time, is peanut butter. Sounds crazy, but trust me, it is good. And boom, high alkaline sea moss shake. I start my day like this most days unless I'm doing intermittent fasting, and I'm telling you, this stuff gives you energy, it gives you a better mental state of mind, and if you weight train, it gives you extra like get up and go. It gives you extra thought power. It's just all around positive, man. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, share. Peace and love.